In the beginning, before there were words, before there were stories, there was rhythm, a steady beat, like a heartbeat echoing through the void. Boom, boom, boom. The sound of the earth's pulse, the whisper of blood in your veins, the cosmic thrum of existence itself. Across continents, across centuries, humans gathered around firelight, hands striking skins stretched tight, drums speaking a language older than speech. Why? Why did every ancient culture, from African shamans to Siberian mystics, from Amazonian tribes to Celtic warriors, turn to the drum? When they needed to heal, to remember, to journey beyond the veil. Because the drum is not just an instrument, it's a gateway, a portal that dissolves the boundaries between body and spirit, between earth and stars, between self and the infinite. When the drum beats, something inside you stirs, something ancient, something that remembers how to align. In this episode, we'll journey into the forgotten power of sacred drumming. How it was used to shift consciousness, to awaken the soul, and to return human beings to the cosmic rhythm we were never meant to leave. Prepare to listen, not just with your ears, but with your bones, your blood, your spirit, because the drum is calling you home. Part 1. Drumming across cultures, a universal language. Close your eyes and imagine. On one continent, a shaman in the Amazon beats a hollow log, calling spirits to guide the tribe. Thousands of miles away, a Siberian mystic strikes a reindeer skin drum, traveling into dream realms, to retrieve lost pieces of the soul. On another shore, African drummers gather in a circle, their hands dancing in unison, their rhythms carrying prayers into the earth. And in Celtic lands, the warriors march to war, their battle drums shaking the ground, their hearts unified in a single fierce pulse. Why do they all do it? Why does the drum appear? Everywhere. Because the drum is universal. It is the most primal language we know. It transcends borders, eras, belief systems. It is the sound of life itself. Before there was writing, there was drumming. Before there was doctrine, there was rhythm. Before there was philosophy, there was the beat. In Africa, drums were sacred messengers, carrying news and prayers across vast distances. In indigenous American traditions, the drum was the heartbeat of Mother Earth, used in healing ceremonies, vision quests, and dances to realign with the natural world. In the temples of India, tabla and mridangam rhythms were not just music, they were mathematical, cosmic formulas designed to invoke the gods. And in Polynesia, the pahu drum was beaten in temples to honor the ancestors, to awaken the mana, the spiritual power. No matter where you look, the story is the same. The drum was never just for entertainment. It was a tool, a bridge, a sacred instrument to bring the human spirit back into alignment with something greater. It called the community together. It healed. It guided the soul. It reminded people that life is not random, that underneath all the chaos there is a rhythm. And if you can hear it, if you can follow it, you can remember who you truly are. In the next part, we'll step into the modern understanding of this mystery, how science is now confirming what the ancients always knew. That rhythm can change the mind, heal the body, and open the door to expanded states of being. Because the drum doesn't just move the air, it moves you. Part 2. The Science of Rhythm. How drumming alters the mind. What if the ancient shamans and drummers weren't just creating art, but unlocking biology? Modern neuroscience is beginning to reveal. What ancient cultures instinctively knew, rhythm has power. When you listen to a steady, repetitive drum beat, something fascinating happens inside your brain. Your brainwaves, normally in busy beta patterns, begin to slow. They shift into alpha, theta, even delta states, the frequencies associated with deep relaxation, dreaming, and trance. This is not imagination. It's measurable. Researchers have found that rhythmic drumming can synchronize neural oscillations, essentially guiding your brain into altered states of consciousness. It's called brainwave entrainment, and it explains why people under the spell of a drum feel transported, expanded, lifted out of their usual sense of self. But it's not just the mind. The body responds too. The rhythm of the drum mirrors the rhythm of the heart. As you surrender to the beat, your breath slows, your stress hormones drop, and your nervous system shifts from fight or flight into a state of healing. Your cells, your blood, your tissues, they all vibrate to sound. In fact, some scientists now believe that at the deepest level, all matter is vibration. And when you introduce a coherent, powerful rhythm, like a drum, you're not just hearing it, you're becoming it. This is why modern therapists use drumming in trauma recovery, why people with anxiety, PTSD, or chronic stress find relief in drum circles and rhythmic therapies. It's why even children, when handed a drum, instinctively know to bang out their emotions, to release tension, to feel their bodies in a new, alive way. Rhythm is the body's original language. Before you could speak, you were already a heartbeat, a pulse, a wave. The drum awakens that memory. It tells your body, remember how to flow, remember how to heal, remember how to align. In the next part, we'll explore how ancient mystics didn't stop at healing. They used the drum to travel, to cross boundaries of reality, to journey between worlds, and to bring back messages from the other side. Because the drum is not just a tool for the body, it's a vehicle for the soul. Part 3. Drumming as a gateway to other states. Close your eyes, feel the drum beat, not just in your ears, but in your chest, your spine, your very bones. The ancients knew the drum is not just sound, it's a bridge. In shamanic traditions from Siberia to the Amazon, the drum was the tool for soul flight. With eyes closed, the shaman would beat a steady rhythm, often 4 to 7 beats per second, a pulse known to induce trance. Soon, the boundary between body and spirit dissolved. The shaman's consciousness lifted, crossing into non-ordinary reality. They journeyed to the upper world, seeking wisdom from spirits and ancestors. They traveled to the lower world, retrieving lost pieces of the soul, healing wounds that words could never reach. In these states, time shifted, the self loosened. The rigid walls of everyday awareness melted away, and something vast opened. But it wasn't just the shamans. In drumming rituals across Africa, the Middle East, and Polynesia, entire communities entered altered states together. The drum united them, pulling individuals into a collective trance where healing, vision, and revelation flowed. Even today, people report astonishing experiences in drum circles. Visions, emotional releases, moments of deep connection with something beyond themselves. Why? Because rhythm is a key. It unlocks the gate between the seen and unseen. It bypasses the chatter of the conscious mind, dropping you into a space where symbols, archetypes, and ancient memories rise. Some say it's imagination. Others know it's a return to the dream time, to the spirit world, to the original blueprint of the soul. In the next part, we'll explore how the drum not only opens portals outward, but turns the journey inward, healing the body, aligning the spirit, and bringing you back to the rhythm. You were born to remember, because the deepest journey is not across worlds, it's back to the core of your own being. Part 4, Drumming for Healing and Inner Alignment. The drum doesn't just open portals to other worlds, it opens the deepest door, the one within you. When the drumbeat begins, it bypasses the mind, slipping under thoughts, diving into the body's hidden memories. Every cell in you listens, every bone vibrates, every shadow you've tucked away starts to stir. In ancient healing rituals, shamans didn't believe they were fixing you. They believed the drum was reminding you, reminding your body how to restore its natural rhythm, reminding your heart how to beat in alignment with life, reminding your soul how to reconnect with its original light, because trauma doesn't just live in the mind, it lives in the nervous system, in the tension of muscles, in the vibration of organs. And words alone cannot always reach it, but rhythm can. When the drum strikes, it creates a wave of coherence, a pattern stronger than the chaos of stress, pain, or fear. Your body begins to sync. Your breath evens out. Your heart rate aligns. Your cells fall into the dance of cosmic memory. In many traditions, the healer holds no special magic. It's the rhythm that carries the medicine. They drum not to dominate your pain, but to create a container where your own energy can remember how to flow again. You don't need to understand it. You need to feel it. Each beat says, "You are safe now." Each vibration whispers, "You are whole beneath the wound." Each pulse calls, "Come home." And as the body softens, the mind follows. The walls fall, the self expands, and suddenly you're not just healing a wound, you're aligning with the larger rhythm, the pulse of the earth, the heartbeat of the stars, the great breath of the cosmos. In the next part, we'll explore the final, breathtaking truth. When you fully surrender to the rhythm, you stop being the listener, and you become the drum. You become the rhythm, the breath, the vibration. You become the universe, dancing itself alive through you. Part 5. Becoming the drum, living in cosmic rhythm. There comes a moment in the dance, in the ritual, in the trance, when something shifts. You are no longer the one hearing the drum. You are no longer the one moving to its beat. You become the beat. Your body dissolves into motion. Your mind melts into rhythm. Your soul expands beyond the edges of your skin. You are not dancing on the earth. You are the earth pulsing through the dance. You are not listening to sound dash. You are the sound, spiraling through time and space. In this state, there is no separation. You are not a seeker, not a question, not a broken piece trying to be fixed. You are the cosmic rhythm itself, alive, aware, singing through your flesh. This is why the ancients drummed, not to escape life, but to melt into its purest form, not to conquer pain, but to remember the rhythm beneath it, not to find the divine, but to become it, if only for a moment. When you live in cosmic rhythm, you stop resisting the cycles. You trust the rise and fall, the inhale and exhale, the light and shadow. You understand, life is not a problem to solve. It is a dance to enter. Every choice becomes part of the great pattern. Every heartbreak, every triumph, every breath, every death. All spiral into the one living song. And here's the secret. The more you surrender, the more the rhythm carries you. You don't need to force alignment. You need to let go. You need to listen. You need to become the drum. And now, as we move to the final closing, remember this. The universe has always been drumming through you. You were never outside the rhythm. You were always its pulse, its echo, its living, breathing dance. Final CTA. You are the drum. You are the rhythm. You are not seeking the rhythm. You are the rhythm. Every heartbeat, every breath, every step you take, it's the universe drumming through you. You are not a separate note. You are the pulse, the vibration, the living dance of existence. Share this with those who are ready to remember, because when enough of us awaken to the beat inside, we don't just heal ourselves. We reawaken the world. You are not outside the rhythm. You are the drum. You are the song. You are the sacred dance of life, forever unfolding. Welcome back to the beat you were born to carry.